First 10K at Worlds, how was it?
I mean, it's definitely an experience. I feel like I could have told you the race was probably going to play out like that, but I think being in it and experiencing it is obviously a whole nother beast. And, you know, I feel like I started to feel the race with around 10 laps to go and just tried my best to just stay in and just stay connected for as long as I could. That just next move, which basically determines the medals with 1,200 to go, is just a missing piece that, you know, I could have told you Mo and Grant have. I see it in practice, and it's a great metric to shoot for and work for and try to stay on. And, you know, wasn't able to build it this year coming back, but I definitely think whether it's in the 10K or 5K or even if I Steve on the future, just working out with those guys, you're constantly working out at a world-class level, and it's I mean, you can't ask for a better metric of, you know, what you need to be able to do at the end of the race. And I was really hoping they'd be able to snag a medal. Grant was able to improve 1 year off Tokyo, and, you know, hopefully, you know, he can be happy with it walking away. But yeah, I mean, I feel like for where I was at, I don't know if there's much different I could have done in the race. And you know, I definitely think it makes you hungry and motivated. And, you know, I kind of heard Joe talking. It's kind of just that next building block. And I think, you know, I know where I want to take my training next year that I don't really feel like I was able to this year, just being smart with my body and everything like that.
You're probably focused on your own race, but are you aware of kind of where Grant was and like getting a little excited there?
Yeah, I mean, I'd be lying if, you know, I didn't look up at the scoreboard a little the last lap. And I also feel like that helps because I think, you know, with where I was, you know, that can help me just try and fight for, you know, I wasn't able to catch anyone, but just fight to not give in that last lap and fight till the finish line. And, you know, I didn't see the very end because I was focused on mine, but on the backstretch, I did take a glance up, and, you know, I'm rooting for them like the entire time. And I feel like it's really calming to have Grant and Mo and also Joe, just guys that you race against, train with, and just kind of, that's a relaxing feeling when you're racing against the best in the world, especially my first time going up against guys that I've been watching now for years.
In practice, do you remember when Grant's been a little bit ahead of Mo all season long? In practice, is it the same?
I mean, not really. I feel like, you know, honestly, before they ran the 10, I feel like if you'd asked most of the guys, they might have gone either way on who we thought was going to win. I mean, we definitely talk about it, but we don't. I wouldn't say we do many workouts where we're all out racing each other to try and drop each other. I think maybe it's one guy's perceived effort on the workout is 85, whereas like if I finish with Grant, it might be a 99. But, you know, it kind of just depends on the day. They're both really controlled, so I don't think you can like necessarily always see it in a workout. But I just think Mo has been a huge motivating factor and training factor for all of us, especially Grant, and I feel like we've seen that the past 2 years.
Jerry Schumacher, the coach, is moving down to Eugene. Are you guys going to be moving down?
Yeah, that's the plan. It was definitely a little unique flying in this time, thinking that this is where we're going to be living. But, you know, it's a beautiful facility. I think, you know, we're optimistic for what it can be. You know, I think our team kind of has a knack for news seemingly happen right before major championships and races, but I feel like the team was able to handle it. They've executed so far. Chris ran great yesterday, and you know, I think we all trust in Jerry, and so yeah, we're excited.
How did you guys find out about this?
He let us know. It was kind of funny because I feel like during USA's weekend, like we all kept hearing that it was maybe going to be Jerry. I even asked him, he said no, and at that point he really hadn't heard anything. Basically a week before the championships, he got a call, and a couple of days later we had a team meeting up at camp. He kind of told us the situation. We kind of talked through it some, and I mean, when we talked, it pretty much seemed like it was probably going to be a done deal unless anyone on the team had some major red flags. I think, you know, we definitely had some questions, but you know, we talked through it. I think it'll be a continuing conversation, and he's pretty open, and I think everyone's situation might look different. Just it's a little easier when you're not super established in Portland and have a family. But yeah, I think for the most part, the majority of the team will move down here.
What do you think of the battle scars you got?
You know, I might have to fight the guy, which would be Mo. But that's what I get for running a little close to him. He's done it in practice, so this is nothing new.
Appreciate it, Sean.